Tuesday Night Baseball is on the air from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball comes your way next. Luis Francisco will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
In now, Caden Leach. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Line drive to center field. Monroe has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. The 1-1 home. And it goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it. Bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
The 1-1. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through into left, a base hit. Lindor rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, Dero. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. And the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. Connolly stands at first with one out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to third. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third. And now 3 consecutive hits here in the top of inning number 1, and these hometown fans are starting to wonder what's happening out there. Stepping in, Will Tyson. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
Yeah, and here we are several weeks into the season, and this guy has been absolutely killing the ball. I think he's got a chance to be near the top in home runs when it all shakes out.
100% agreed, Dero. When you get this late into the season, he's not doing it with smoke and mirrors. This guy's up.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. The 1-2. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging two-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Into the box now, Omar Guerrero. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Now a flare out toward right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Tyson is on his way home. He'll score easily, and they lead now by 4.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Standing in now, Lee James. Liner in there for a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
It's only the first inning, so you hate to say this, but this thing might already be over. Down 5 in the first. They've got to get the car back onto the road, even if the wheels are a little loose and wobbly.
Now here comes the Royal skipper up the stairs on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here, as he just didn't have it today, as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Alexi Cordova comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. So digging in now, Jerry Guerrero, and the Tribe with an opportunity for still more damage here in the first. He's set. Here comes the 1-1 hit to first. He's right there. Segura for 1 on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead on now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Tribe lead this one 5-0. Joel Rosario gets the ball for the Indians in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty B, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Standing in, Sammy Chavez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Rosario has compiled over 65 innings of work, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. The 2-2 one more time. Popped straight up, but this will land untouched. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Well, a chance now from the K to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Quinn Novoa. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pitch popped up, and he'll put this away for the second out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Kevin Escalona.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Kevin Escalona, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Leach is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this half. Second inning upcoming here in KC. The Indians lead it 5-0. Now at the plate, Hayden Leach. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line the line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one. So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Jean Segura. Very athletic shortstop, has one of the best arms in the position, is really coming into his own offensively as well.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Fouled away. The 2-2. Here's a drive out toward left center field. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, and he'll get in there safely.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
In now, Patrick Connolly. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Novoa looking up, gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 32 now for the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Now batting, left fielder.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Now in the box, Will Tyson. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 home. Hit out towards second. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Stepping in, Lonnie Chisenhall. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. To 1-2 now. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get. And that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
Too high, ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got
Now
first
batting,
base open,
catcher.
but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters,
Guerrero.
you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chavez sprinting after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Indians 7 and the Royals nothing. Striding in, Wallace Monroe, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
The 1-2. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Into the box, Andres Quinones can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Time for a look at the
Batting
Cleveland
fifth,
Indians defensive
the third
setup
baseman,
today. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Now at the plate, George Saldana. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. Yeah. 1-2 now. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Coming to the plate now, Eric Epperson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. The 1-1. Down the left field line and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Royals get 1 back on this solo home run. We've played 2. It's the Indians 7 and the Royals 1. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Indians offense with Cleveland's manager, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. At the plate, Lee James. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Chavez. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Jerry Guerrero. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Novoa moving in. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The center fielder, number 34. Caden.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Caden Leach. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Line towards center field, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. 2-out success, and that means Francisco Lindor will hit here as well.
Now hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Monroe is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Indians leave 1. They're on top 7-1. Gene Segura standing in. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. Leach is right there, 1 down. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these 2 teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tim Robinette, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Throw in time and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're down 7-1. Take his hacks again, Patrick Connolly, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. The 1-1 home. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Monroe racing back. Leaps and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
So his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Man, this is the kind of performance every starting pitcher they have nightmares about, right? You warm up going into the game, not even able to get out of the first inning. Ouch. This one's really going to hurt.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Novoa has it in his tracks, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Tribe. They're on top 7-1. Leading off the inning, Quinn Novoa, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The designated hitter, Kevin.
Next will be the designated hitter, Kevin Escalona. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the 2nd and 3rd time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
3-2 to the Royals designated hitter. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
The center fielder, number 34, Wallace Monroe.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Wallace Monroe. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Popped him up. Connolly shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. KC down in order. They're down 7-1. Ready for another shot now. Lonnie Chisenhall. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 2-1. This is pulled into right. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the 1st out.
The batter.
Stepping up to the plate, Omar Guerrero. He flew out in his last at bat. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats.
Now
Both of
batting.
them hit on the
first
absolute
baseman.
screws. One's right at one
Lee
guy, and then one's a single.
James.
Go figure.
In now, Lee James. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll reach down to make the catch as he takes that one right off his shoe tops for the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jerry.
Digging in the switch hitter,
Guerrero.
Jerry Guerrero. The 1-1. Line to the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for the Tribe. They're on top 7-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Andres Quinones, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he fouls this one off. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. A little bit over halfway home tonight,
third
bottom of the
baseman,
fifth,
number
as we get a look at
24.
our line score to this
George
point. And boy, just one hit for these
Santana.
guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Now at the plate, George Saldana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack
Up
with their
next for the
fastballs
Royals,
until there's a
the
reason to
first
start
baseman,
mixing it up. He
Eric
hasn't needed many of his
Epperson.
secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box now, Eric Epperson. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're down 7-1. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Caden Leach. He singled his last time up. 3-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Segura fields it cleanly. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first down.
The batter.
And I
The
thought
second
this might happen based on how
Francisco
close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Indians have elected to challenge.
So here's
the
one
previous
last look at
play.
that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge
Upon video
and the
review,
ability
the
to use any
umpires have
further
upheld the
challenges
call
for the
of
rest of the
outs at
game.
first base.
Stepping in now, Francisco Lindor. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the shortstop.
In now for Cleveland, Patrick Connolly. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. And a slur, but this is in the dirt for a ball. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Jose Ramirez would be next. 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Monroe moving to his left, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're on top 7-1. Standing in, Gene Segura. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
1-2 the counts of the Royals shortstop. The 1-2. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll in
The
the hill
catcher,
right
number
now. As we
33.
roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Standing in now, Tim Robinette. A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is
Up
looking
next for the
flat
Royals,
out unhittable on
the
the
right
mound
fielder,
right now. That's
Jimmy
5 straight punch-outs. I
Chavez.
love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Into the box, Sammy Chavez. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. The Indians on top, 7-1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings.
Ladies and
Daniel
gentlemen,
Castilla
your
comes on to
attention,
pitch
please.
now, hoping for better
Now
results
pitching
than
for
the
the
other
Royals,
arms that they've run out there
number
in this one.
37, Daniel Castilla.
Jose Ramirez will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. The 2-2. Ripped down the line to his right. Saldana speared on the dive. How about that?
Now batting.
Great reactions
fielder,
on that one, and a good job to
Will
get down on the ground
Tyson.
in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make a throw, and of course he did that too.
In now, Will Tyson. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Line drive, fair ball down the line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Into the box now, Lonnie Chisenhall. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Into the box now, Omar Guerrero. Tyson on second. Chisenhall at first, 1 gone. The 1-2. Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Getting late. Stretch time now in Kansas City. It's the Indians 7 and the Royals 1. Leading off the inning, Quinn Novoa, and they'll need him to get. The 1-1. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Line towards center field. Oh, and he misses it. Leach is there, and he has it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wallace Monroe. Here's the 2-1 home. Popped him up. Ramirez in foul ground. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, Andres Quinones.
Digging in, Andres Quinones, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Hard liner to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Royals leave 1. They're down 7-1. So stepping in, Lee James. This is line to left. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. At the plate, Jerry Guerrero. And the 2-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Caden Leach. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 3-1. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Now batting, the second baseman, Francisco.
So striding in, Francisco Lindor. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Stepping in now, Patrick Connolly. A bouncer to the left side. He's got to hurry. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Jose Ramirez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Chavez. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on just 1 base hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Tribe lead this one 9-1. So coming to the plate, George Saldana. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out.
Up next for the Royals.
Well, that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. Digging in, Eric Epperson. 1 out, nobody on. And that is in there at the letters to run it full, 3-2. Hit hard towards center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Standing in now, Gene Segura. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground at third. 1 there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So striding forward now, Will Tyson. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Slap hard the opposite way. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Hey, not a bad way to start the new month, B-Roll. How about after that single? That's his 3rd hit of this game.
Oh, that has to make you feel good. You see that calendar flip, and you got 3 knocks in your back pocket.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Saldana is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Omar Guerrero.
Now batting, Omar Guerrero. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. The 1-1 home. hits it high and deep out to center field. Monroe ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting. The first
Digging in.
Lee James.
And he'll snap one over to first. And the runner back easily. Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Grounded to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Indians leave one, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead.
Your
Hideki
attention, please.
Maeda is on, and
Now
he'll take
pitching
over
for
on the
Cleveland.
mound in relief.
Number 13, Hideki Maeda.
Striding in once again, Tim Robinette starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And it's fouled away. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Fouled away. Fly ball to straightaway left. Moving under it, Tyson. One away.
Now batting.
And there are the final
The right
numbers for
fielder,
the Indian starter.
Sammy
He was great all night
Chavez.
long.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Sammy Chavez, the 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Count still at 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That
batting,
elevated
left fielder,
fastball. Every
Blair
hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Cleveland wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Joel Rosario earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Luis Francisco couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line.